Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome back to this week's portfolio update. I like to show my portfolio once a week, once every other week, somewhere around then, as I believe that sets me apart from other stock YouTubers out there, and that I show my receipts. And yeah, by the month, I mean, let's be honest, and I'll show you this in a second. I had a really good day today, and I had a really good day the second half of Thursday. But yeah, by the month, yeah, we're still not doing well, and by the year to date, yeah, not doing well by any means. So let's take a look at the portfolio. You see that, I mean, compared to last week, I am doing, I would say about the same, a little better, a little worse. Like, we had a really good day today, as I said, and we had a really good day Thursday. And interesting enough, early Thursday, I put about 1,500 into the portfolio, right? Because I was going to buy Palantir, because Palantir had dropped, I believed, into the $6 range. And I got it ready, waited for the market to open, and then I got pulled away at my first job with the project I had to do. And by the time I got back from that project, the stock shot up. And then, of course, I mean, for as far as today, you see it. So I didn't buy anything Thursday or Friday. We'll talk about the moves I made later. But yeah, so right now the $1,500 is sitting there because honestly, I mean, anyone who's been following the market this year, last year, I'm pretty desensitized to all this. Yeah, I see the gains of today. They were pretty big. Gevo was up 15.7%. Palantir was up big, but let's be honest. I mean, this is a drop in the bucket as far as regaining my gains. And let's take Gevo stock, for example. I mean, and yeah, in this video, I'm going to try to temper some expectations. And at the end, I'm going to try to rekindle them. I mean, if you take a look at Gevo, yeah, 15.7% today. Yeah, up today. And they had really good earnings. Well, for a pre-revenue company, they had pretty good earnings. Everything's on track. They should start earning revenue later this year. And yeah, things are going well. However, if you take it, but that's relatively speaking. If you go by the 5-day, not doing so well. By the month, yeah. 6 months, yeah. You get the picture. I mean, same with Palantir stock. By the day, yeah, 13.6%. By the week, a little bit worse. By the month, worse. 6 months, worse. So what I'm saying is, yeah, I love it. I love to see it. I love to see the gains today, but yeah, like there is still a lot more gains that need to be had before I'm anywhere close to the break even. And unless I'm missing something. I mean, me reading the news and stuff, like a lot of the conditions are still out there. There's still the whole Europe thing going on. There's still the whole China thing going on. From what I hear, inflation's a thing. I believe the results from this week were a little better, but not enough to, for investors or economists to breathe any kind of a sigh of relief. But yeah, things are still going on, and I mean, for me to believe this is going to be a long-term thing, yeah, I'd have to see these gains for a week. Give me a week of gains, and then I will start to drink the Kool-Aid. So what have I been buying? Well, the 9th, I believe that was a Monday. On the 9th, I bought some Palantir. Going back last week, I bought some more Palantir. I bought some Intel because I've been focusing on a lot of Palantir because I mean, I watched the earnings. I was not a fan of the presentation itself. I think whoever is actually presenting the earnings, I think they need to sound more like a human being and less like they're reading from a script. But as far as the numbers, I think they're looking good. Earlier, I bought some Intel, and yeah, those are all the big moves I made. I bought some FedEx a little earlier that week, but yep. So you see it. And so what I do every month, on the month, is I deposit $1,500 into my portfolio, and then throughout the rest of the month, I deposit more and more as I see fit. Now, just some comments on some of the other positions I have. ARK is clawing its way back. Now, depending on what happens Monday, I may put some more money in ARK. Like, this is something I believe in long term. Cisco, Bank of America, Cisco, as I've said in previous videos, these are the stocks that eventually I'm going to sell, but in this market, no, we're going to wait a while. Facebook is one that, I mean, it dropped pretty close, but it didn't drop far enough for me to put more money into it. But Facebook is a stock I see myself putting more money into. But you know, it's got to be at the right price, and that right price is below my cost basis. FedEx, I put a lot of money into, and if it drops below 200, I will continue doing so. Intel, Intel is a 2024 play. Now, I am working on a video about Intel, but I gotta continue getting some notes together. Palantir, you know how I feel about Palantir. I'm gonna keep putting money into it for the time being, unless it gives me a reason not to. Revolve. Now, I made a video on Revolve, and I said that if Revolve ever hit $28, I will start to be interested. Now, you see here, my cost basis is $13, but if Revolve hits $28, I will start to be interested. And if it hit $21, I may buy some shares. We'll see how that goes. It started getting there, but then it bounced back. But we'll see what happens next week. Tapestry has some pretty strong earnings. I haven't listened to the call yet, but so far, I mean, this is a cash flow generator. And if now Tapestry, ooh. Now, having said what I said about Revolve, if Tapestry drops into the 20s, now I think Tapestry is a buy right now, as it is literally right now, but I have a low cost basis. That being said, if Tapestry drops into the 20s and stays there, I might have to buy some shares of Tapestry. We might have to do that. Now, we had a pretty nice back half of Thursday and a very nice today in the stock market. But, I mean, comparatively speaking, we're still very, very deep into a bear market. As far as the NASDAQ, I think we're in a correction mode in the Dow. We are a long way from good. However, I have a pretty cynical sense of humor, and I tend to have a very, I like to cynically look on the bright side of things. One fantastic thing about the stock market as it is right now is that, so back in 2021, when just the spec stocks kept crashing, you could come up with an excuse as to, the market's not crashing, we're not in a crash, it's just certain stocks coming back down to earth. And then later in that year, it started affecting tech stocks and spec stocks. No, it's not a market crashing. It's just certain sectors. And then towards the end of 2021, it started hitting everyone a little bit with heavier emphasis on the spec stocks and everything else. Then 2022 came around when we thought everything was going to come back to normal after the pandemic ended in most places around the world. Then China happened, then Europe happened, and things are worse than ever. And the good part about having everything crash this much, down this much among all fields, everything except for energy stocks, is that, I mean, if you were looking for a bottom or a place to start investing, it is not a secret anymore. It is not an argument that, I mean, it is definitely a crash now. If it was questionably a crash last year, you could be damn sure that we are definitely in a crash now, even with the turn up yesterday and today. And so, any stock that you like that's not terrible, any stock that you think is worth it, is probably in the buy zone right now. And so there are deals everywhere. You could put your money in any of your stocks that you have, as long as you believe in the company, that's down now, and it will probably make some kind of money in the future. Late 2020, early 2021, I was having trouble figuring out where to put my money. And now, one of the good parts about having everything down so much is that, I have a lot of options. ARK is down, 49%. It was down even worse than that before Thursday. I mean, Palantir was down, approaching 50%. Gevo was hitting 40%. And I don't think there are any bad options here. I could put money into Gevo and make money. I could put money in FedEx and make money. Intel and make money. Palantir and surely make money. So we have tons of options, and all we have to do is wait for either the apocalypse to happen, or for the economy to somehow reach some kind of equilibrium and get back to normal. So from a cynical standpoint, from a buyer's standpoint, this is probably one of the best times in the market to be in the market right now. So yeah, as long as the economy eventually straightens out, anyone who is buying right now, as long as you're not buying crap companies, like, we're all going to make money at the end of this. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.